I was recently at Sephora and I wanted to try a new concealer, and the person that worked there recommended this Dior Forever Skin Correcting Concealer. Now this is supposed to be full coverage and creamy, which is really not something I would go for because I'm more of a matte girl, but I truly love anything Dior and I fell in love with this doe foot, so I thought, why not? I got the color 3WP because I like to go pretty bright through this inner corner, and I also like to bring the center of my face forward by adding lighter products through here. This helps create depth. Now with creamy concealers, they have a lot more movement, they're much more pliable, so if you want to build them up or have more longevity and coverage, you're going to need to let it dry. So that's what we're going to do for the under eyes, but for the chin, I want to see how this blends out in real time once you apply it. And just like I suspected, it's got a lot of movement to it, but I do like the way it pushes into the skin. Formulas like this are really forgiving, and that's exactly what I'm getting here with this, because you can push them around and they blend into the skin with little to no friction. Normally when I add a brightening product through here, there's sometimes a line of demarcation, and I'm really not seeing that. So overall, super impressed on the forehead, but to make a concealer a real star, I have to see how it performs on the under eye. So let's blend this out now that it's been drying down for just a little bit, and down the bridge of the nose. And to make sure I get in all those little creases that I have, I look up and push the brush underneath the lower lash line, almost like I would with eyeshadow if I was smoking out the lower lash line. And then where the edges of that concealer are, I'm just taking this little brush and feathering it out. I don't want to lose the coverage through here, but I want it to blend into the rest of our makeup. Now that concealer says full coverage, which I am getting right through here where I really concentrated that product, but right through here where I have freckles, because we lightly feathered it out over it, you can still see them, which I actually like. And this is also a pretty good skin brightening match if you are close to my skin tone. With foundations in Dior, I'm a 4 warm olive, but with this, I went with 3 warm peach, and I really like it. Now, because we're trying a new concealer, I don't want to change up too many variables, so I'm going to go in with my MAC Studio Fix powder like I normally would and lightly set this area, because if I tried a new powder right now, it'd be really hard to tell if it was the concealer or the powder that was or was not working for me. So I only like to change one thing at a time when I test a product. This is the finished look using the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. I got my desired coverage. It played well with other products. Powder layered beautifully over it. Overall, I love it.